called Oregon, My Oregon, and it's actually the state song. And Bob Sitterberger, he's one of the voluntary docents there. He showed us around.
Welcome to Oregon, My Oregon. And as you said, here we have the state seal, the state animal, the beaver, the state beverage, milk.
The state beverage is milk, Bob. It's a wild and crazy state, no?
Oh, yes. Right now, it could probably be the microbrewery, too, because we've got more of those than any place else in the United States.
And right when you walk in, you've got this going on, and then this amazing exhibit right here that kind of shows us the culture and the variety of people that live here in this state.
Well, what we're trying to do is to give people that come to this exhibit an idea of the diversity that's been here. A lot of kids come through there and they see things that they've not seen before, and we try to draw their attention to things like bonnets that were used on the Oregon Trail, or the fireman's hat, or the basket hat that the Native Americans wore over there in the corner, or even the hat here from Pat Kohler, who was a woman that was actually an electrician building warships here during World War II.
It's great. It's very visual. I love it. And this museum is so much about hands-on experiences for kids as well as just everything visual.
Well, we try to keep it visual because this is where history really comes alive for kids.
All right, what's our next stop?
We're going to go look at a covered wagon.
So, Bob, this wagon is as old as, at least parts of it are as old as 1860.
Oh, yeah, this bottom part of this wagon actually came across the Oregon Trail. And I think when you look at this, it's the first time to get an idea of how small they really were.
Yeah, I imagine something enormous.
Oh, yeah, families were big back then. They might have been 8 or 10 children and a mom and a dad, and everything they could bring with them on the Oregon Trail had to fit in the back of that wagon.
Everything you possessed had to go inside this wagon. I think I'd have a tough time with my closet.
Oh, yeah, you had to build a home when you got here.
Yeah.
And your clothes, right, yeah, you would have a tough time with your closet.
You don't even know me, but you already know that. And as far as where people went, I guess, they couldn't go inside the wagon. All their possessions were inside. Were they on horseback, or were they just walking along?
Most of them walked. The father, of course, usually was the one taking care of the oxen. But most of them walked along the side, and it was about 2,200 miles that they went. And it took about 5 months.
Wow, that is quite a long time. This is so fascinating, and I can't wait to make our last stop. Let's fast forward a little.
And we're going to move forward just a few years.
All right, so Bob, we're in a 50s diner. This is definitely something I didn't expect at the museum.
Yeah, this is out of a Newberry's department store in downtown Portland. And the museum kind of salvaged it, took the parts that they used from the old music box, and we turned them into issues that have been important to Oregon's history. We're a very progressive state.
So you come here and you get to interact with this.
Right, you push the various buttons that match up, and you can have an article about taxation, for example,
or racism,
casinos, racism, rural and urban growth.
And then it'll just show you a little clip.
Yeah, each one lasts a couple of minutes.
That's so amazing. I love it. It's so great. And Oregon, I'm taking a look at that wall over there. It was a progressive state. We were the first in many things.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have a lot to be proud of. We were the first state with a voter's pamphlet. We were the first state with the idea of using gasoline taxes to pay for roads. But we were also the first state with an 8-hour work day for women, which is something to be very proud of.
And the first state in 1977 to ban aerosol spray cans.
Wow, back in 77.
Very interesting. We're ahead of the time.
How long does it take to kind of go through the museum?
Well, we just showed you guys the highlights. I mean, there's so much stuff. So it kind of depends how much time you want to take and read everything. And I don't know, I'm pretty quick when it comes to museums. But again, it's at the Oregon History Museum, and it's in downtown Portland. And their hours are from 10 to 5. They're open Tuesday through Sunday. And again, the Pendleton is just limited. The limited exhibit is there until July 14th.
Woo! All right.